My name is Bessel van der Kolk. I'm the author of the book The Body Keeps the Score, and I would like to talk with you for a moment about some elementary issues about how to survive social isolation and the threat of the coronavirus that we're going through right now. Being isolated and being exposed to a threat that we have no control over, of course, are the very fundamental issues that set people up to be traumatized. So this is a time that we are very vulnerable to get hurt. And so it's very important to organize ourselves to be strong and to be safe. In order to do that, there are certain core issues that we need to do to take care of ourselves. Number one is structure. Number two is connection. Number three is movement and engagement. And number four is practicing our competencies. Let me go into some detail. Structure. I think that's where it starts. Anybody who is raising a small baby, who runs a kindergarten, who runs a school, who runs an organization, who runs a monastery, a church, a religious organization, knows how critical it is to have a predictable schedule. To know that at 9 o'clock in the morning, we take our shoes off and we go to the schoolroom. At 7 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the morning, if you live in a monastery, you sing the matins together with your fellow monks. When you are in an institution, every Tuesday at 11, you have your lab meeting where we talk about what we find. So we need to have a predictable schedule where we get up at a certain time, we do our exercises at a certain time, we make our connections at a certain time, we eat our food at a certain time, and we go to bed at a certain time. It's very important to structure our days and to have a more or less predictable structure. Okay, that's step number one. Step number two is, as human beings, we are meant for connection. Our brain is about connection. Our brain is about being seen, being known, and about communicating with other human beings and opening up our hearts to other people. Being isolated is a terrible thing. The way that we punish the people who we are most upset with in our society, we put them into solitary confinement. The Romans used to exile people from their communities. That's the ultimate punishment. Thank goodness we live in the time of Facebook, Skype, Zoom, Google Meetup, all these social organizations that allow us to be in touch with people. This is the time to hold the people who you love closely. Talk to them regularly and talk with them at length and play games with them. Have fun with them, sing with them, exchange thoughts with them, argue with them, whatever you want to do, but engage with the people around you. If you have a trauma history, if you're in a new place, it may be hard to make those connections. So think about the people from your past, people you have gone to school with, people who you have worked with in the past, people you have done projects with, people you have met on vacation. Get in touch with each other. Check out with other people. I myself have made a habit to be in touch with at least 5, 6, 7 different people each day for the past 2 weeks that I've been in isolation. And it's been just an intense pleasure to just make face contact with people and to connect with people and to see their faces. So make sure you actually can see each other, you can see each other's faces, connect with people in a meaningful way and do that. Number 3, move your butt. Move your butt. Trauma is about being immobilized and being trapped. So do something to move. If you can, go for a bicycle ride, Go for a walk if you're allowed to do that. But really get this feeling of strength and power in your body, or this feeling of feebleness in your body is okay too, but you need to exercise and feel your body. Uh, those of us who do yoga practices are very lucky because we know how to do yoga practices. Also, there are many programs online of free dance classes, free yoga classes, free qigong classes. Look it up and join a group where every day you move your body together with other bodies and you feel the pleasure of human connectedness. Next issue, rhythms. The way that we really feel connected with people is by moving together and singing together. If it's possible for you to make music with somebody else, if you happen to be a musician, which many people are, sing together, make music together. But even if you can't do it with other people, make music for yourself, sing for yourself, create music. Don't be a passive recipient of it, but actually engage and feel the pleasure of your body being able to do things. Next thing, we all are good at something. Some people are good at cooking or at woodworking or writing poetry or playing the guitar or stitching or whatever it is. Celebrate and use your competencies. Try to create as much as you can in the area that you're good at. One particular area is very important right now because most of us have been lazy over the past few years and we get our food from restaurants and takeout places, and we may not have done a lot of cooking for a long time. This is the time to cook, the time to really put your recipes together and to use a cookbook and to see what you can create in the kitchen. Even better, not only do it yourself, but talk with a friend who is also locked up somewhere else and share a recipe together and say, we're going to make this. And set a time that you eat your meal together, you turn on your Zoom machine and you can have a dinner together where you eat the food and you compare what you have done. This is a time to learn to cook and to get the pleasure out of your creations. Turn off your television. We all want to know what's happening. It's important to stay abreast of the facts. Try to stay away from the political craziness that's going on, if you can. Find out what the facts are. The facts are not pretty. It is quite upsetting to see the curves go up and up and up. And that should warn us to really be very strict and be very careful, to not go out, to not be with other people in close proximity, to wash our hands, to wash our clothes, and to be sure that we are neither carriers nor victims of the coronavirus. But stay in touch and create your community. I will come back next week because I'm thinking a lot about this and I'm in constant contact with colleagues who also are, and I'll give you a next series of suggestions, particularly suggestions for those of you who are raising small kids at home, which I realize is very challenging, and not being able to put your kids out in somebody else's care for a while can be quite challenging, and we'll have a special broadcast on how to keep your sanity while you have your kids at home. Take care of yourself. I'll be talking to you soon. Thank you. Bye.